Hi guys. Hey. Get your eyes together, Pastor. Welcome back to my channel. Hey guys. I'm Michaela Pink. How are we today? I don't know. Is it this light that I'm not? Let me see. Can I pull us up today? Here we go. Hey. Thank you guys for being here. Girl, what? Oh, what am I doing, Miss Tony? I'm blocking you. Thanks. That's what I'm doing. So I have to apologize to some of you guys. I really do. I have to apologize to you because I really let y'all get real comfortable. You know, I want my channel to be real easygoing, laid back. I want you guys to feel comfortable, like you can say what you want to say. But I really have to apologize to y'all. I do, because a lot of y'all have gotten way comfortable and feel like you can just say whatever. So a lot of you guys have gotten yourselves sent to the block party unbeknownst to you. And now you have to create other, email addresses and stuff so you can be on the live. It's not a good look for you. It's really not. Today's wash day. And so Pastor's got my natural little hair going, got edges and all that. So Pastor's been traveling to faraway lands, doing grown people stuff, got my hair a little wet. So Pastor's got her 4th of July wetness going, so you can like it or you can love it. But anything other than that is going to get you blocked. I just want you to know that. Like it or love it. Those are your options. Anything other than that will get you blocked quickly. Now, today's video is about femininity. It's about femininity, and we are going to continue. We are almost done with our study of the Ultimate Black Man Radio's post that he made on Facebook. We are almost to the very end of this. This has been a long series, but this one is definitely necessary. This one is really one of the most difficult videos that I've ever really had to do. Literally. It's one of the, hey, thank you, Becca, for that. It's one of the most difficult videos I've ever had to do, because it's one thing to know something, and it's another thing altogether to be able to communicate that and do it effectively where someone else can understand, right? So that's where my dilemma is with this video, because some things I just kind of know, and some things are just kind of innate in me. And so there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of teaching or a way. Thank you guys. Thank you. Y'all like my shirt today. There's not a lot that I have to reach from or to give you based on femininity. I have done a masterclass and a course on femininity. So you guys can check those out for like an in-depth analysis or whatever you'll call it into femininity. I have done that. Did it last summer. This is my most requested, I guess you can say, topic during a consultation. Not almost every, but I'm going to say a good 60% of my consultations are on how to be more feminine. So last summer, I felt it necessary to do a course and a masterclass on femininity to cover those topics, because I didn't even know that women didn't know how to be feminine. Had no clue. I didn't think that it was an issue, but it is. It definitely is. And Mr. Gabe Bell on Facebook and Ultimate Black Man Radio has brought it to our attention that lack of femininity will keep us single. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. Let's go to the community section of this channel and pull up the announcements for the church. Who's ready? Mr. Gabe says, most Black women today who desire to be in a relationship and are single. 2 requirements for this post. I want y'all to understand that. If you don't want a man, I'm gonna need some spirit in here because y'all have really ticked me off. After the last video with the big girls, y'all have really ticked me off. Y'all came for me a little bit. And you know, it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory, but y'all pissed me off. So we're already there. Pastor's already on about an 8. So let's not try it today. Okay? If you want to be in a relationship and if you are single, if you don't want a man, if you don't care what no man think, if you think only Black men want, you know, this or that, and you don't care about Black men no way, and they have the, listen, this series of videos is not for you. If you don't want to get married, if you never even liked the man no way, I'm not the channel for you, baby. I don't understand, you know, I don't talk about same-sex relationships with women. I don't. If you can get something out of it, great. Bless you. Bless you. But that's not really my main focus. My main focus is traditional Western views. Traditional Western views. Oh, the same thing that happens after every video. I get DMs about whatever. And do you know that somebody, I hope you're watching, little lady, before we get started, another read. Who's ready? Somebody's posted a very good review, very truthful review of the PinkPrint Academy. Don't be afraid to join that either. Anyway, posted a good review, was in the PinkPrint Academy, had all these wonderful things to say. Then she had the nerve, baby, the nerve, after the last video to write me and say, oh, I wrote a good review for your, for the PinkPrint Academy last year, and it's affecting my personal and my professional life. Would you mind removing that? I really hope you're watching. I really do. If I was just out there like that, I would repost it so your name could be all over the internet and you could really lose your job or whatever the case. But whoever you are, no, I'm not removing it, and I don't give a damn. I don't care. You need new friends and a new job. There you go. All right. Now, if you are... if you desire to be in a relationship and are single, okay? He says, these are the reasons that you are single. You're single because you lack accountability. You're single because you have extremely bad attitudes. You're single because you lack femininity, which is our focus today. You're single because you love to emasculate men. You are single because you are extremely toxic. Lacking in discernment, overweight, have a plethora of bastard babies, unrealistic dating expectations. There is an overemphasis on swag and looks, and you are unteachable. Gabe says that unless sisters hyper-focus on these areas and improve, they will remain at the bottom of the dating totem pole. Yes, I'm assuming Gabe is a Black man, and I'm assuming he is... well, he is talking about Black women. These are issues that plague women across the board. The lack of femininity is a universal struggle for women. It is. This is everybody. I don't care, not everybody. This affects women from every walk of life, I will say. Be it, you know, Caucasian, Black, Hispanic, no matter the religion, women in 2020 lack femininity. And it is horrible. Somebody made a statement in my group, the PinkPrint Academy, that what do you all, or not a statement, she asked a question, what do you all do to stay in your feminine energy? So feminine energy is not something you can pick up or take off. It's not something like a cup. What are you going to do with your tea, Michaela? Nubia mother, thank you for that. She says, oh, sorry, I clicked off the video. She says, bless you, Pastor. You enrolled all your daughters in etiquette classes. That's very good, Nubia mother. Very, very good of you to do that. But also tell them the truth. Tell them the truth about how life is without etiquette classes. Tell them the truth about the woman you were and you are. Tell them how you got to be there. Tell them how you met their father. Tell them the dumb stuff you did. Don't just put them in etiquette classes, because etiquette classes aren't really needed for 2020. No one needs etiquette in 2020. You got girls busting it wide open on Instagram for free, panties, whatever you want to see. So etiquette really doesn't have a place. It does. It's wonderful. You can be, but there's really no place for that. There's a place for, I understand the sentiment, but we're going to get into why it's more important for you to tell the truth than it is for you to learn what's your salad fork and what's your dinner fork. Just saying. Being a woman is something that you are before etiquette classes are necessary. I took one in college when I was getting my business degree. No, they're not. They're not. I disagree. I have had extensive training in etiquette, and people like real. People like real. They do. People like the fact that, like when you are honest. Etiquette classes, even in wealthy circles. Anyway, people like when you're real. People like when you're honest. Being feminine is that's getting me off track. Back to what I was saying. Being feminine is something that you are intrinsically. If you want to know, and I've said this, how to be a woman, study a 4 or 5-year-old little girl. Most 4 or 5-year-old little girls are hyper feminine. They don't like dirty. They like to do their hair. They like to put on mommy's lipstick, and they love they love everything about a woman. They love heels. They like getting their fingernails done. These things are not necessarily feminine, but they are little representations of what femininity is. Yes, they cry. Oh, they cry. They love to cry and whine until they get their way. A little girl is the epitome of femininity, unless she is taught to be otherwise. And this is where the problem is. I just had a consultation with a little baby today from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, hey, Gabe. Mr. Ultimate Black Man Radio is here. He says, hey, Pastor, I am Black and I only date Black women. I enjoyed this. You did great breaking this down. Shout out to the audience. They are beautiful. There you go, Gabe. Thank you. Thank you for being here. This is a difficult topic for me, again, but I'm going to try. To tackle this one. Talk to a little baby today from Brooklyn, New York. Which is a very, very masculine place to live. The feminine energy is almost non-existent. Once you get past like Charlotte, North Carolina, and up, it almost is almost gone. Literally almost gone. it's very hard to be feminine in a place that is dangerous. If you are in a place where you can be maimed or killed or raped or something like that, it's really hard to be delicate. It's really hard to be soft. It's hard to let your guard down and be vulnerable, right? It just is. And so I visited New York City several times. I've been asked to speak there and come there. I can't ever. I just refuse because it's just not a place for women. I'm just not able to be myself in a place like that. And it's hard for me to imagine even living there. Thank you, Miss T. Lexi. She says, I said I was donating the next time I catch you live, and here I am. Thanks again, Mickey. Thank you, Miss T. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So it all depends on the way you were raised. Femininity and your expression of femininity depends on your location, and it depends on your mother a lot of times and what you saw in her. So there are several different factors that can attribute to the way femininity is expressed in a woman, right? I feel like Southern women, not to toot my horn, but Southern women are raised very, very different than women, say, in the Northeast. We're raised to take our time and, not be in a hurry. You don't have to be all loud and boisterous. We have things like the cotillion and things like that you participate in that teach you how to speak well and how to blah, 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 all this frou-frou, whatever stuff, right? But a lot of these things are innately you as a woman. It is innately, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't believe in anything that, like some women say, well, I'm the alpha female. I don't even believe that exists. Either you're a woman or you're a man. There is no alpha. Alpha is male and beta is female. So I don't even believe in such a thing as an alpha female. Because even the most alpha female will be ripped to shreds by a beta male. It's just not even a thing. You can be a more masculine female, but I don't even think that alpha female is a thing. But anyway, I digress. The feminine energy has all but been squashed in our society, just like masculinity has. The lines are super blurred. Everybody wants to be in the middle. Nobody wants to pick a side. But I feel like as a woman, you were born knowing how to be a woman. You were born knowing how to cry. You were born knowing how to defer your needs to another. You were born knowing how to trust your own instinct. Femininity is something that you are born with as a woman. You have a uterus, you produce estrogen, you have eggs, you have breasts. All of these things make you feminine. But what happened is a lot of our mothers grew up with mothers who couldn't work. They couldn't work and they weren't allowed to do things like men did. So since they weren't allowed, they basically raised their daughters to be strong. Don't you ever depend on a man. Because when they did that, the men took advantage of that power, that financial power that they had of women. So they grew up seeing their mothers subjected to this sort of abuse or whatever. And that causes something in your brain that says, I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to be that way. No man will ever treat me that way. A lot of people live from that space of fear. From that space, a lot of women today, you may not have grown up with your dad, but some women grow up and say, oh, I'm never gonna raise my children without a father because I grew up without a father. So you live and you grow from that space of fear as opposed to that space of power. When you trust yourself, it's easy to trust another. That's the part that women are missing. I trust myself fully to be able to handle whatever situation I'm in. I don't trust a man and I don't trust a woman. I don't trust my own children. I trust myself. I trust myself enough to know if all my children leave me and decide to put me in a nursing home, I'm going to be all right. If I never get married again, or the man I'm about to marry decides he wants to up and leave me, I'm going to be okay. I trust myself enough to know that when I do get with a wealthy man, I'm going to know what to do with those finances to ensure that I am going to be okay. To raise women and raise children or girl children, I will say, to feel like they don't need a man is so detrimental. You may not need him, but at least be able to be secure enough in your femininity that you allow yourself to show him that there is a space for you and I welcome you. We always want to talk about men being secure in their masculinity, but why can't women be secure in their femininity? I'm secure enough in my femininity that I know if you leave, I'm going to be able to take care of us. I'm going to be able to make sure that my family is okay. But that doesn't take away from me as a woman, because I look to my man for security, because I look to my man for protection, because I look to my man for provisions. That takes nothing away from my femininity by doing that. If anything, it enhances it. Like I've said and like I've been saying, masculine energy will totally activate your femininity. This is why some of y'all, it's gonna be tight. Come on, spirit. It's gonna be tight, but some of y'all don't know how to be a woman because you've never been or allowed yourself to be around a man. You've never allowed yourself to be around a man and be fully present around a man. Don't you know that the right man, remember we be talking about activations. I have consultations with a lot of women who are very masculine, right? What can I do? What can I do? I want to be more feminine. I want to be more feminine. I want to be more feminine. I advise these hyper masculine women to go have some trampoline time. But Mickey, some men just don't activate it even if I try really hard. Why? Because if you are a masculine woman, you will never, ever, 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 ever get a masculine man. Sorry, y'all, my eyelashes are doing that thing again. You will never get a masculine man if you are a masculine woman. That's like, I understand Pride Month is over, but there is a natural order. Please, I do not wish to offend anyone, but there is a natural order. There is a masculine and a feminine, even in same-sex relationships. There is. If a man is feminine, he is going to attract a dominant, overly masculine woman. That's all you're ever going to be able to attract. So if you don't understand what femininity is, then you will be acting as a masculine woman and you'll attract these little penny Annie, little feminine men. So that's why. If you can't attract a masculine man, that's the reason why. But back to what I was saying. I advise women who are very masculine to get on the trampoline. Because, but the thing about, I said this like 2 years ago. It's not just about the actual act of sex, because there are women who, excuse me, can't say that word. It's not the act that will give you femininity. It's the emotion that comes with it. Some of y'all can be on the trampoline with a man and you just lay there. You don't care if you like it. You don't have any expectations where it's concerned. You're just there. And you can be absent from your body, absent from your mind. A lot of people have had sexual trauma and you can do that. I can't. I can't. Like I said, I'm very emotional when I do it. I'm trying to do it, and do it. Like, we in there. He finna know I'm there, and I'm finna know he's there. We're gonna be there together. There. Some of y'all don't like that. That's also something that's a little off. That's a little off. If you would allow a man to just, oh, he just on top of me, that ain't for you, baby. If you somebody that can separate that, that's not who I'm speaking with. If you don't even enjoy it, don't do it. People who are normal hormonally, people who are normal psychologically, this will help. This will help because, again, masculinity activates femininity. If you don't get attached after sex, that is very masculine. That's the whole point. Men don't get attached. That's why men can go woman after woman after woman after woman after woman after woman after woman. If you don't get attached, there's something wrong with that. You're not very feminine. The whole idea is that you get attached to this one because you can only have one baby at a time. The whole idea of, y'all, this is why it's hard for me. This is why this topic is hard for me, because some of this stuff seems like it should just be common sense. If you don't get attached, if you're able to separate, that is a very masculine trait. The woman attaches because of oxytocin, because of the chemicals that we produce, we get attached. Some women, if you push it down enough and there's a trauma that occurs and you have trained your brain not to recognize or not to act on those chemical releases, then yes, you can act like a man. A lot of women do. That's the whole point of this video. That's the whole point of this video. I could give you dozens and hundreds of examples of what masculine and feminine is and are. But that's not what this video is about. The video is about the fact that losing femininity, society pushing femininity out of the way, society not allowing women to be women or not showing women how to be women, is why a lot of this stuff is all over today. Is why a lot of this stuff and situations in the world is in such disarray, because there is no clear masculine and there is no clear feminine. You have women on the front lines of these protests. You have women and children on the front lines of a protest. How in the world is that okay? And y'all, ooh, that is so good. Ooh, I want my child to have that energy. No, you don't. Your daughter should be at home with you, comfortable, painting her little fingernails, getting her hair done, allowing herself to be a woman. Women are supposed to be women. Women are supposed to be protected. Y'all want to know why the black woman ain't protected? Who wants me to go there? Y'all want to know why black women are not protected? It's because you don't need a man. I don't want a man. I don't need a man for nothing. I can do everything by myself. I don't never need a man. I'm going to make sure me and mine eat. I don't care if I got to strip. I don't care if I got to be a prostitute. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to make sure. Then you want to holler about, well, the black man don't protect me. There's no space for him to protect you, baby. There's no space for him to protect you. So white supremacy is the reason why black women aren't protected? Of course, let's blame the white man. So my videos are about accountability. Accountability. Why would a man protect you when you don't need protection? That's why Miss Independent got my own business, got my own job, got my own career, got my own this, got my own that, will be cheated on with a woman from the projects with 5 baby daddies. She's more desirable than Miss Independent. You know why? Because you're butting heads with him. Thank you for that. Thank you for that donation. If you're equal to me, I'm not attracted to you. If I'm a man, I don't need your money. I don't need to know how educated you are. I don't need to know what you know because I'm a man. If I'm a woman, I don't need a man that know how to wear a wig. I don't need a man that know how to, do all the stuff that I can do. I don't need a man that's in the mirror longer than me. He pushing me out the mirror and fighting me so he can get cute faster than me. No, not at all. Not at all. I don't need that. I need a man. I need a man. Miss Lovely Rosa says, hey, Mickey, recently saw a topic come to fruition in real life. She says, a masculine man seemed more attracted to a woman who was not as beautiful as his wife simply because she was extremely feminine while his wife was masculine. Happens every time. Every time. That's why I can say with 100% confidence, I can have any man I want because I understand how to be a feminine woman. People want to talk about, oh my God, she's twerking. I would never, Michaela's twerking on a video. But do you know that the videos where I am hyper feminine, where I'm fully feminine, where I got boobies out and I'm doing all that, are the videos that are the most monetized, the videos that are the most liked, the videos that the most comments come from are videos when I am fully feminine. That is what is attractive. A masculine woman is not attractive at all. What? Is not attractive to anybody. Is not attractive. Do you feel like risking your life on the line as a nurse risking getting COVID is a masculine trait? Yes. Why do I have to be the hero? That's a man's job. Yes, I do. I absolutely feel like that is masculine. Why do I need to risk my life? I understand caring for my family, but I am not going to put my life on the line for another. That is not my job. Being a nurse is what it is, they're needed and all that, but that's not noble. It's not, to me, in my opinion. Michaela Pink, down there at the bottom. My name is down there. I don't think that. I don't. I have literally liked YouTube videos just because the woman was beautiful. I didn't even watch the video for a good 10 seconds. Happens all the time. People don't care about the knowledge that I give. The only reason why a lot of people even listen to me is because they think I'm pretty. Y'all see, the first 100 or so comments were, oh my God, I love your top. Oh my God, your top is so feminine. Oh, I love your cup. It's so girly. And people like the fact that I look feminine, but she might cuss me out. Wait. She looks like a dainty little flower, but I might get cussed out in this video. You never know. Might see a little twerkage going on. Might see some booby. Who knows? Right? There's something to that. There's something to that. There is something to that. Yes, I'm very feminine, but don't ever mistake it. Don't ever mistake it. I'm telling you. You have to understand what that is. That's why I did the course. Again, we're not going to go into, well, this is feminine and this is not, and this is masculine, and this is not. Femininity is needed. Femininity is needed. It is. Femininity is needed on a bigger scale than we will ever understand. We need mothers who are teaching their daughters. If we don't teach our daughters how to be women, don't you understand that the whole human race will die if we don't teach little girls how to be women. If we don't teach little boys how to be men, fathers, then the whole human race is going to die. If boys are with boys and girls are with girls, where the baby's gonna come from? Yeah, you might have a sperm bank every now and again, but what the heck? There's not gonna be any natural conception anymore. If I don't understand how to be a woman, I can't teach another how to be a woman. If you got all your hair and stuff fried, dyed, and laid to the side, and your baby girl is outside looking crazy, that says something. How do you expect her to understand what femininity is when you don't teach her? When you don't teach her, how do you expect her to learn if you don't show her the importance of, okay, in your purse, you gotta have your lipstick, you gotta have some tissue, you gotta have a little spritz of perfume. You keep your powder with you because you might have to redo it just in case you glisten a little bit. If you're not teaching her that, who's gonna teach it to her? Who's going to teach it to her? There are gold digger schools in Russia that teach women to be feminine but manipulative, and you got to be pretty. They are right. 100%. I would much rather my daughter go to a gold digging college than to ever go to a university. You can get knowledge, but the world needs people who have more than book knowledge. When you ascribe to a certain way of thinking, okay, yes, that's wonderful. Yes, it's so, oh, I got a degree, whatever, right? All that's wonderful. But if you don't have common sense, you won't be able to use the book knowledge for anything. You won't have any social skills, which apparently, I don't think that's going to be the wave of the future anyway. It looks like the government and whoever they are is trying to take that away from us anyway. But fundamentally, as humans, we need contact. You need interaction. You need to be able to interact with each other. So if you don't know how to interact with another, you won't be able to create more babies. Oh, thank you, Miss Lady Aries. There won't be that. There won't be a need for that. And that's really sad. I cannot for the life of me understand how a woman does not know how to be a woman. Maybe I was taught to be a woman. Maybe I was taught to be a woman because I never wore shorts. I was never allowed to wear shorts as a little girl. Like, I couldn't wait to be grown so I could wear some shorts. I was never able to just sit with my legs all open. I was never able to, speak improperly. I had to always sit up properly, and I always wore dresses, and I had my fingernails always painted, earrings. I was all like, that was just the way that I was raised, I guess. But I didn't know that I was being raised to be feminine. I guess after a while, it was innately in me, and I enjoyed that. But I knew there was someone there to protect me. I knew there was someone to protect me. I knew there was someone there to protect me. Since I was able to rest in that knowledge that someone was there to protect me, it was easy for me to be feminine. And a lot of you came from single parent homes. A lot of you may not have had the benefit of two parents, one being there for you and the other, being away or working. I understand where that can happen, but it needs to stop. That's why Gabe said, stop having all these dang on babies. If you had a baby the first time and he left, stop having more. Children need the benefit of a father and a mother. It takes two people to make a baby for a reason. You need femininity, but you also definitely need masculinity. You do. You do. You do. And without it, we're doomed for who knows where we're going. Who knows? Maybe it's a new direction. I don't know. But I feel like it's lacking. Femininity is certainly lacking in a very big, major way in society. What are your thoughts on Queen Elizabeth? She seems both masculine and feminine. English people are different. I'm American. I like to talk. I like to talk. I like to hug. I like to talk about, wave at people. I don't even like that culture, so I can't speak on that. I'm very biased in that way. I could never live in England because I would probably go to jail because they're just rude to me. Those people are rude. But again, I'm feminine. Think of femininity as being a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader from age, 4 on up. And that's just my personality now. That's feminine. It is what it is. You're British and you love me? Thanks. British people are different. They're just different than Americans. You guys know that, it just is what it is. But I feel like I would hate to live there. I would hate to live there because everybody's all, Question. I broke up with him today because he said he expected help paying bills in the new house. What do you say to people who complain about it being one-sided? If that's the reason you broke up with him, you shouldn't have got with him in the first place. If that's all it took for you to leave, you didn't want him anyway. If that's all it took for you to leave him, you didn't want him anyway. So, yeah, I don't, if he wants it to be him paying the bills only, then he's made his stance and you've made your stance. Either he's going to come your way or you're going to go his way. But that's the only choices that you guys have. That's a very big divide. And it's good that you see that divide now and not later on down the line. That's what I think. Questions? Question. Yes, the course in femininity. And don't forget the boot camp into the mind of the man that we are having on July 31st of this year. The mind of the man. We'll be talking about masculine and feminine energy in there too as well. Your mom completely conditioned you against femininity, talking down on women who were cheerleaders. How do I get used to talking to boys? How do you get used to talking to boys? You just do it. Life is meant to be lived. You go talk to boys. Most men, if you approach a man, I know a lot of people are, I would never approach a man. But if you approach a man, most men are not going to be like, get away from me. You have a 98% chance that you will never be rejected by a man if you approach him first. 98%. I guarantee you. Every man that I've ever kind of pranced in front of never rejected me. That's totally feminine. Women are the choosers. I can choose to say yes or say no. That's a very feminine way of being. If I come and I'm prancing and dancing around that thing, he's going to be like, because he's a man. You're testing his manhood if you do that. If he doesn't respond, that's very feminine. Men don't prefer women to shoot their shot first. No, they don't. They prefer you to show that you're interested, but they don't prefer that you shoot your shot. No, baby. I don't agree with that. This is a combination of 2 Urban Decay. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? No matter what I talk about, people don't care. People want to know what I look like. Case in point. 2 Urban Decay lipsticks. One is Heat and one is Fuel. Heat and Fuel together. Heat is first, the base, Fuel in the middle. No matter what I talk about. no matter what I talk about. People care about what I look like. Should a man always pay and a woman never offer to pay at least one thing? I've done a whole video on that. Question: does this advice change when you are a CEO? How to be feminine when you are in charge of lots of people? Don't tell people that you're in charge. Nobody likes a smart woman. I will give, how many donations do I have? $62. I'll give all these donations to somebody who can tell me that that's not the truth. And do it effectively, of course. Thank you, Miss Dorman. Thank you. Nobody likes a smart woman. Nobody likes a successful woman. You're the most hated entity ever. Don't tell anyone you're a CEO and you'll be fine. I'm a CEO of several companies and nobody knows. Nobody except y'all. How do you show that you're interested? You smile, you flip your hair, you smile. It doesn't matter if it's not desperation to show a man that you're interested. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's not desperation to show a man you're interested. Desperation is stalking him. Desperation is calling him 100 times. That's desperation. But just simply showing a man you're interested is not desperation at all. Miss Matessa says, hi, my son is 18 and plans to move to Los Angeles this fall. I feel he is a little sheltered here in Minnesota. He is. And I'm nervous about him going. I know you're a great mom, but to your boys, any advice? You got to let him go. If he's ready to leave at 18 and he wants to move that far away from you, it's because you've already smothered him, mama. If he's choosing to move that many hundreds and hundreds of miles away from you, his mama, it's because you're not allowing him to be a man in Minnesota. So he knows that he'll be able to do anything he's big and bold enough to do in LA. You may have caused yourself a little problem. He might get in trouble, get you some bail money ready. He's probably going to go footloose for a little while. Just have you some bail money ready and just be ready. That's all. It's going to break your heart a little bit. Probably going to get somebody pregnant. Go to jail a couple times, but he'll be fine. We all have to go through that rite of passage, and that's what he's attempting to do. Yeah. Mickey, do you make new feminine friends in wealthy chicks? Are they snobbish? And what do you talk about to build a friendship? I'm not friends with women at all. All the men love me. All the men love me, so that means that all the women hate me. I don't look like anybody in my circle at all. I don't look like anyone in my circle at all. Everybody in my circle of financial whatever is a white woman. They're white. Or Chinese or Indian. None of them look like me, so I'm always the wild card. But all the men like me because I'm not over there eating air sandwiches and all that. I don't need a woman friend. Y'all think women are great and wonderful. I think men are great and wonderful. That's where we that's where we differ a little bit. How much is the boot camp? $111.11. $111.11. Can you talk about, thank you, Miss Dina. Can you talk about the hobbies that make you more feminine to men? Me and my fiance were talking about it since I'm learning how to crochet and knit. So that's very feminine. That is. Anything domestic. So I didn't want to make this video like this. We're going to be all day talking about what's feminine and what's masculine. So I didn't want to make it about this. But crocheting, knitting, like you said, scrapbooking, cooking is very feminine. Sewing, as a hobby, going to get your nails done, shopping, anything creative and artsy that uses the right side, I believe, of your brain is anything where you're creating something is very, very feminine. I know, and you can If y'all really, I went into this again in the femininity course and the master class. I went into this very, very, very detailed, but I didn't want to make this video about this. But yeah. So this guy on YouTube named, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Y'all, I don't, just in case you didn't know, I don't plug other YouTube channels unless I'm paid. Gabe didn't pay me because I felt like this was a very good topic and relevant, but don't do that. Don't do that. When I worked as a makeup artist in the department store, even the customers would point out the dirty looks that yeah, it happens. Most women don't like me, in case you couldn't tell. You're feminine, but they say I act like a baby. Should a woman act matured? It depends. Oh, thank you guys. International gardening. Gardening is very feminine. I love plants. I love plants. I just came from the nursery today. Hey, Michaela, do men ever take it as a red flag when you keep to yourself and don't have many girlfriends? Thanks in advance. Yes, that's not normal. If you don't have friends, no friends at all, that's not normal. Again, it's human, it's humane to have friends and enjoy the company of others. So if you don't and you let a man know that, he's gonna know you're not likable. So yeah, that's not something that I would advertise at all. What would you wear on a first date from the UK? Thank you for that donation. I wear something sexy. I'm always wearing something sexy. That's just how I am. You're in the UK, it's a little different there, but yeah, I'm very likable. I just don't like everyone else. Okay. If you are overthinking your moves instead of just feeling and being free flowing in your moment, your actions may come off as very robotic and masculine. Scarlet Red. If I could pin that, that is probably the most inside of my head that any comment has been here. If you are overthinking your moves, if you are thinking about your moves and you're not feeling them and being free flowing in the moment, you are likely coming off as very robotic and masculine. Very robotic and masculine. It's the truth. It's the truth. That pretty much sums up the whole video. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you, aspiring to inspire. Love what you said about being able to attract any man. Can you go more in depth? Because I love seeing a woman like Alexandra Grant, I don't know who that is, who are beautiful but don't fit normal beauty standards, get men like Keanu. It's about femininity. It's about femininity. A feminine woman is going to attract the most wealthy and the most alpha man of them all. If I'm the most feminine, I'm going to attract the most masculine, which is likely going to be the highest earner. Every time. Feminine, there's nothing to go in depth about. I can have any man I want, and I'm able to pick the alpha because I'm the most feminine. I'm the one who's going to be showing breasts. I'm the one who's going to be jiggling in my wiggling. I'm the one who's going to be smiling, and the long eyelashes and the long hair and the nails and the womanliness of everything. So that's how I can. The most feminine woman will get the most masculine man every time. Every time. Showing legs, right? A little baby kneecap every now and again. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have no friends. You're not alone. You're not alone. You would be my friend? Aw. Thank you. Thank you. Your job makes you cry every day. So why do you continue going? Okay, question. I'm looking for question marks, y'all. I'm sorry if I can't see them. I don't have my contacts in today. Do more feminine women have less friends? More feminine women have less female friends. Yes. Because again, the more feminine you are, the more men that will like you. The more feminine I am, the more men will like you. Does this mean that some of your friends, companions may want you? Yes. It is what it is. It's natural. Aw, thank you, Moni. Mickey, people think I'm damn. Mickey, people think I'm damn when I'm only acting feminine and cute. Oh, dumb. And it upsets me sometimes. What should I do? Are you getting paid? If they're not paying you, you shouldn't do anything. It doesn't matter what other people think. If they are not paying you, it doesn't matter. Moni says, how do you tease a man without giving him the trampoline yet? I find that some men try to jump the gun too quick in a way that would make them respect you. All men are going to try it. It's natural. It is natural for a man to want to have sex with you, y'all. It's okay. That's the whole point. I'm not dressing so the women will want me. I want a man to want me. Don't you know that here we go, y'all. After a certain time, nobody's going to want you in that way. Old ladies is begging people to want them sexually. Do you know that? After a certain point, you're going to be begging somebody to want that thing, girl. I want a man to want me. She says, how do you tease a man without giving him the trampoline? That's how you do it. Tease him, you're not going to get it. Tease him, and you're not going to get it. That's it. There's nothing more or nothing less than that. I say if we're going to do it, and I say if we're not going to do it, because I'm the woman. It's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. The consultation cost depends on which one you choose, but they're pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. Can you describe examples of a feminine haircut? Feminine hairstyle? No. Y'all, come on. Y'all can Google that. Is it masculine to have a man help you start a business? Yes. If a man is helping you start a business, he sees you as an equal, as a homeboy, as a counterpart, as somebody on the same level as him. Yes, that is very masculine. Why does he need to take care of you if you're running a business? Think about it. It seems like, oh, we're a team, we're working together. I'm gonna work with you so I can get some PP. Do I have male friends? No. I've never had a man say that he wants to be my friend. The only women, I've done that video, the only women who have male friends are ugly. It's just that simple. Ooh, men wear the pants and women control the zipper. I like that. I like that. Are feminine businesses suggest? No, that's not feminine. If you're starting a business, that's not feminine. You could be a stripper. My patience is gone, y'all. Sorry. Almost an hour. I lasted almost an hour. Almost an hour I lasted. How do I stop my guys from thinking I'm flirting with their friends because they're flirting with me? You don't. Why do you care? Why do you care? I'm not going to stop flirting with nobody. If he's flirting back with me and he has more money than you, I'm going to start dating him. It's going to go from flirting to dating, and I'm probably going to have sex with him too. Sorry. Get your money up. I don't care about that. Why do you care about what? Girl. Michaela Pink, do you think femininity is different than seductive lust? The reason why I ask is because sometimes men will leave their feminine wife for a seductress. Do I think it's different? I think a feminine, I don't think it's different. That's a hard question. And it's hard for me to answer right on the spot. So we'll go with I don't know. We'll go with I don't know. I don't think it is though. Does my fiance know about? Yes, he does. But again, the question and answer portion is not about me and my personal life. But yes, he does. I've already answered that question. How do I gain some close girlfriends? I don't know, baby. I'm not the one to ask about no close girlfriend. I don't want close girlfriends. I'm good without close girlfriends. So I don't know. Yeah. James Scott. I know you lying. James Scott. You love how real I keep it. Thank you. How about 2 close girlfriends? Y'all can have 20. 2, 1. I don't care. I'm good without 0. To be honest. What size foot am I? The hell? Those women are probably giving their husbands what they are not. I would never want a man to involve in my business affairs. Yeah. Me either. Would luxury real estate be considered a fit? No, it's not. No career is feminine unless you're shaking your butt and showing your boobs. That's it, y'all. There's none. There's no, working is masculine. And then we're going to have a period right there. Working is masculine. It just is what it is. Sorry. Mickey, you are the most intelligent woman I've ever heard. Thank you, Miss Ka or K. I have a lot to learn from you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. You are amazing. Thank you, International Minnie. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. What about going to school? Again, nobody cares about a smart woman. I guess y'all think I be playing when I say stuff. I really be 100% serious. I really do. Like, I am literally 100% serious when I say no one cares about a smart woman. They don't. They don't care what you know. You could be dumb as 4 boxes of rocks and nobody will care. Seriously. Can you talk about the cashless system coming soon? The what? And how we will maneuver through life finding a man with money. Girl, no, I don't even know what that is, baby. I got cash. I got cash. So I don't know. And yes, they'll undermine you if you're too smart, that you'll get fired, all the women will hate you, all the men will hate you. Being smart is not the way to go. Believe me, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Nobody likes a smart woman. I'm telling you. How should I deal with a man who knows I started a very, very small lingerie business? If he's giving you money, continue. If he's not, leave him alone. If they do all of their right actions, how do you stop overthinking? Becca, you probably never will. At this point, Becca, if you haven't stopped overthinking, Becca, you probably never will. So just keep it up. Just keep it up. If they do all the right actions and no intimacy but no commitment, what does that mean? I don't know what all the right actions are, so you'd have to go more into depth with that. Mickey, what about being in the beauty industry? Well, okay, so doing hair is feminine, but you're still working, so that's masculine. That's masculine. I guess it's more creative, I guess, so technically not. That's a good one. Thank you for that, Miss Yolanda. Why are we telling men our business? I don't know. What if a man tells me he only wants to date very smart, intelligent women? It's because he wants to build with you. He wants you to be smart and intelligent so he can go have sex with this one and marry her and take all of your smart intelligence and build her a world-renowned castle with all of your smarts and intelligence. That's what that means, baby. But since I do real estate, I don't consider myself feminine. I've actually gone into that on several videos, Jayla. I can be very masculine. Oh, I can. I will whoop somebody's ass. Okay? There's a lot about Michaela that's masculine. Oh, very, very masculine. I can be very masculine. That's how I've been able to be successful in real estate. But I also had help building my company. And I also am different with women than I am with men. Total 360. I would never be the way that I am with a man with a woman. It's just not even natural. Not even natural. Yeah. How is this keeping us single? Examples of mistakes. Very good. Examples of mistakes. So, not being feminine is when you are emasculating a man. Thank you, Lula. When you are not being feminine, you are not allowing a man to be a man. You are not making him feel needed. You are not keeping yourself looking beautiful. Women are coveted for their looks. If you walk around with your hair nappy, you walk around with jeans and t-shirts on, you don't really, keep yourself up, you don't dress according to your body type, you are super way overweight, you have, ashy heels and stuff. Shut up, Lula. No, you done made me say shut up, talking about finally I answered. You didn't donate. Had you put a little donation, I probably would have answered it faster. She made me say shut up. Excuse me. It came out before I knew it. Anyway, so some more examples. If you are not, if you are insisting on going to work, if you never ask for his help, if you never ask for his opinions, if you never, want to have sex with him, if you don't show him you're sexually attracted to him, if you don't let the man hold your hand, if you act like you're afraid of him or you're not comfortable in the masculine energy, these are ways that that's going to keep you single. If you tell him how much money you make and you make sure he knows how much money you make, if you correct him in public, yes. If you curse him out, if you, treat him like your child, if you make his plate and iron his clothes and do everything for him instead of allowing him to do things for himself, you are not being feminine. Mickey, does this apply to all environments? Talking about smart girls, men don't, ghetto men, even a ghetto man. Men in the ghetto don't even want a smart woman. Yes, from the ghetto to the high rises. Nobody does. Nobody. Sad, but true. I've seen smart women that are open about their wits that gain wealthy men, but often the men build a form of resentment. Very true. So then what's the point of getting a man if he's going to treat you poorly anyway? If he's going to treat you poorly anyway, why do that? Yes, if you offer to pay, yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. You can make plates, but it's a man's job to make provision for you, not the other way around. If on a date with a guy, is it masculine? I'm not answering that. Hey Mickey, so this guy I've known asked me for lunch. I want him to not see me as a friend. How do you dress? Show him some boobs. If you show up with your boobs out, he's not going to put you in the friend zone. There you go. That's simple. Mickey, you met a guy early in June. He wants to get you a new car in your name, and he will make the payments. I keep going back and forth about getting the car. What do? I worry this might be a form of control. If the car is in your name, I don't see how it's a form of control. Unless he puts like a GPS tracker on it or something, which is pretty plausible because it is 2020. So it's possible. It's possible that he could put a tracker on it or something, especially since you've only known him for a month. you know his middle name? Do you know his favorite color? Have you seen him at his job? Does he have body odor? Like, there's a lot of things you need to ask if somebody is offering you a car after 1 month. If you've already had sex with them, you know, it's probably a wash. I don't know. I'd need more detail than what was given. I wouldn't take the car. He crazy. If he is offering you a car after 1 month, he's crazy. He's crazy. And you haven't had sex with him, girl, he's probably got like 14 kids in his basement in cages. No, no ma'am. Can we talk about women who try to call out your strategies, like trying to point out you're smart, pointing out you're cute? Why do y'all keep talking to me about women? Why do y'all keep talking to me about women? I don't care. I don't care about women. Why are you hanging with women? Girl, just saying. I want men to be attracted to me. I don't need no woman to be attracted to me. If all the women in the world hate me, all the boys like me. Yay! All the boys like me. I could care less. I don't care. Your daughter's name is MICHAELA. Yay! Yep. After Michael Jackson. That's where I got my name. My dog's name is Michael. So Mickey, with no E. Mickey is saying that I make lingerie. Mickey is saying that I make lingerie a bad idea, or should I say you're a part-time receptionist. Gabby, nobody cares. Yes, don't forget to like the video. Nobody cares what your job is, Gabby. Don't tell anybody you're a CEO. You can tell them you mop floors at night. An alpha man is not going to care about what your job is. He's not. A real man, and I use that term loosely, a man, an alpha, is not going to care what your job is. Yes, in fact, no one does. So it doesn't matter what you do for a living. You can tell them whatever. Why do some say you don't need all this makeup? Natural is better. Because they're poor, baby, and they can't afford it. The only people who say, oh, you don't need all that makeup are poor. They don't have time to do their makeup, or they can't afford it. Either way, you're better than them. Either way, you're better than them. It is what it is. Anybody that tells me, you don't need all that makeup, you're broke. You're broke and you have to go to work. You don't have time to be leisurely and not do your makeup. So you're poor, and I don't care. Question, what are the do's and don'ts to use a man strictly for trampoline activities to get more of a feminine mindset? A friend has been trying to get at me for 10 years. He's dusty but has a big D. Who is this? Participation drink, everyone. Cheers. Somebody wants to know about the big D. Big D. She want the big D. The do's and don'ts for getting on the trampoline. If you like him, don't do it. I can't answer this question on YouTube. I'm sorry. Ma'am, that's a question you need to ask me in a consultation, because YouTube is not going to monetize this video if I go into real detail about that. Sorry. Those are questions you really can't answer on YouTube. For several different reasons. I do these videos only because I get paid. So yeah, since I know I'm not going to be paid, if I answer this question, can't go there. Sorry. How do you tone down your intelligence? I once had a man tell me you don't always have to show how intelligent you are. Stop talking. Do you realize that you can literally not say anything in the presence of another person? See? Just like that. Prime example. You don't have to talk. I can communicate well with my eyes. I can be like, easy, easy, easy. You just gotta learn how to be quiet. Learn how to be quiet. Mickey, would you advise getting the bag from... Heather M would like to know, hey Mickey, would you advise getting the bag from scammers or D-boys? Depends how old you are. Again, monetization here. It depends on how old you are. If you're in your 20s, but if you're a grown-ass woman, listen. After a while, certain stuff is just, yeah. You're 23, you're a little old. You should have been did that. No, you need a man with a career and a 401k, baby. You're a little old to be playing like that. Hey, Mickey, so I'm married, but I feel like my husband doesn't spoil me enough. It's too late. It's too late. Let it go. Monroe the Pit. If your husband don't spoil you, if your husband does not spoil you, you messed up. You made a bad choice. Is it wrong for me to let other men flirt with me in front of him and let him know other men love me? Yeah. When you get your eye dotted or that man start beating on you and slapping you, come on. Yeah, you wrong for that. If you was basic and all that in the beginning, you can't just switch it up because your husband don't spoil you. You didn't have that as a requirement. You didn't have that as a requirement. So now that you heard Michaela Pink and you see Michaela Pink is spoiled, now you want to be spoiled, and then you gonna go back home with, you don't spoil me. Michaela spoiled. Why you don't spoil me like Michaela? Michaela can get me and they can do it. Okay. Clarification, I asked the question because in the beginning of the video, Mickey said to get on the trampoline and more. Yes, that is, I said that I did not go into detail when I said that you should get on the trampoline because I can't really go into detail on that point. But it does. The masculine energy will activate your femininity if done properly. Again, I can't go into detail about that, but there is definitely a way to do it and get what you need from the experience. You married a Dusty either in dust or trust. I mean, yeah. So, don't forget the boot camp at the end of this month. It is a journey into the mind of the man. That's going to be on, thank you, Aspire to Inspire. That's going to be on the 30th of this month. Also, consultation links have been placed in the comments, and as well as the links to the Femininity course and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you did not get those links, please rewind. Thank you, Miss Aspire to Inspire. She says, thank you, Mickey, because the voice, the dress, the hair, makeup, what are your tips for making a good impression on the first date? I don't care about my impression on the first date. Boobs. Listen, it's not that hard, y'all. If you got boobs, boobs. If you got ass, ass. That's it. That's the good impression you need to make. Hips and lips. Who knows about hips and lips on the Michaela Pink channel? That's all you need. You can hypnotize them in a sundress, baby. A plain old little $7 sundress from Ross. You don't need no perfume. I got some natural perfume that'll knock his socks off. And he like what that smell like. Femininity. Femininity. That is feminine. Smell the aroma, putting you in a coma. It's that super stinky dank that'll make you faint. Who knows that song? what? The brat? Mm-hmm. That's the video. I'm Michaela Pink, and that's what I think.